Hey everybody, it's Dallas42 back again with another 7 Days to Die video. It's the morning of day 57. We just survived a blood moon last night and came out of it shining, so that's awesome. And today we want to resume our adventures. I really want to go ahead and go down to the desert and mine some oil shale. I want to get a bunch of it. So the first step is I want to make sure that we have as much gas as we can get our hands on right now. We got over 10,000 gas, so that's good. It's a step in the right direction. We got a little bit of oil shale in there, but it's not enough to build another stack. So the other thing I wanted to do is see about a chemistry station. What would it take for me to build another chemistry station? And do I have what I need to build it? Because if I do, I could build one and take it with me down to the burned forest, and we can have one out there that's working for us also. I think I might have most of what it takes. I only have one of those. I need 3 of them. Bottle of acid. How about cooking pot? Can I make a cooking pot? I can make it on the... Is that the forge? I think I can make it with the forge. Except I don't have any iron. Do I have any iron in here? Yeah, I do have some iron in there. Good. I'm going to need some coal. This might take a little while, but it's important. Let's just go ahead and do it. Alright. Then we want a cooking pot. We need 2 of these things. There we go. That should do that. Take about 15 seconds to pump those out. And then we can build a chemistry station and take it with us. Then we can keep the gas production going while we're in the burnt forest. See here. There we go. Alright, that's going to take 20 minutes. What about a forge? Can I make a forge? You know, the forge wouldn't be that useful because I would need a crucible. But I might be able to make a crucible too now that I think about it. I think I can make this now. Well, I don't think it's necessary to build all that stuff. We really just want to be able to build gas while we're out there. Okay, so that's going to take a little while to do that. And then let's put some stuff back. While I'm thinking about it, let's top up these things. I'll take some coal with me. I'm going to take these extra pickaxe and shovel just in case I run out of gas, but I don't think I will, but you never know. And I'm actually going to wear this mining set because it'll help me with the mining. Reduces degradation of mining tools by 15%. Plus, each one of these has its own ability also. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is I want to pick up my bike. I want to put it on the motorcycle. That way, when we get where we're going, we can use it. And I'm going to refuel my motorcycle. Okay, we got plenty of gas on the motorcycle. Maybe what we'll do is we'll go down here and we'll... maybe today we'll work on trying to finish these desert quests, the desert-related quests. Let's head down there. We'll try to finish the quests that allow us to finish the biome, unlock the biome, so we don't have to worry about the little timer. Maybe we can finish that today while we're down there, and in the process we're going to collect as much oil shale as we can get our hands on. I'm actually thinking maybe I want to go down here, because I haven't been that way before. I already tapped some oil shale down the other way that I was thinking about going, so if I go this way, there's probably more oil shale to be had. Yeah, well... excuse me. We'll go down this way and we'll grab the... we'll try to do the biome quests, and we'll grab as much oil shale as we can get, and then we'll come back to our normal home and try to craft as much craft as much gas as we can, and also we will have that chemistry station that we're crafting will be done by then, hopefully. And then tomorrow we can take it, we can go back to the burned forest, or later today. I wanted to try to break into a car, a police car. It's something I've been ignoring, and I was watching another YouTube video and somebody said this is a good way to get loot. But you have to lockpick into it. If you damage the vehicle, it sets off an alarm, and a whole bunch of zombies come out of the woodwork after you. I gotta say, I don't like the lockpicking mechanic in this game. Like, games like Skyrim, for example, have a much more interesting lockpick mechanic. This one's kind of weak sauce. They could improve this a lot. Make it more interactive, not just a complete random number generator thing. Like, add an element of player skill into the lockpicking mechanic. That's what they need to do in this game, in my opinion, to make that mechanic more fun. Alright, we got a robotic sledge. We got some ammo. Advanced armor fittings mod. I don't really need that stuff. I guess I could drink that right now. Okay, cool. Let's cut across country here for a moment. Okay, we are approaching the desert. Let's see. We need some of that oil shale, but I don't see any obvious ones on the map here. Oh yeah, I wasn't looking close enough. There's one over here. Let's map this POI over here while we're at it. It's a tier 4 cave. Run away! Some iron here too. That wouldn't be a bad thing to grab while if we see it and it's convenient. Never really have enough of that. Don't want to go too crazy and dig a big old hole into the ground and get stuck like we've done in the past. Just get a bit here near the surface and then we'll move on. Okay, that's probably good enough for that one. While we're here on this mining trip, we'll just grab each thing that we see like this. We'll do it about like that. We'll grab like the top 8 or 10 blocks of it. Uh-oh. Oh, oh, oh. Stupid bees. Yeah, those bees come out of the plague spitter zombie. They spit bees at you. It's pretty nasty if you're not expecting it. Okay. I got a weak piece of armor that I need to deal with. Why am I so slow? Maybe because of the desert. The penalty for the desert, perhaps, is causing me to be slow. I'm also totally encumbered. That's not good. Yeah, this is a problem. I don't know how that happened. We're going to get on this motorcycle and we're going to get out of the desert here for a moment. Deal with this problem, and we'll come back. Yeah, the vultures in the desert, there's a lot of vultures. You gotta be aware of that. You gotta watch out for them. They're really annoying. Come on. Come get some if you want some. They're going to wait until I stop looking at them, and then they're going to come down here and attack me. I have a feeling. Alright, I got to put some stuff on my motorcycle because we're just chock full of junk here. Let's put those on there. Those probably are not going to be too necessary. Why am I hanging on to these? I don't need those right now. I don't know how that happened. I just got like full of junk all of a sudden. I need to repair my armor. This piece of armor is really weak. Guess we'll do this one while we're at it. Hey, I completed a challenge, Survivor Long. We've survived for 21 real-life hours. Nice. We need to survive 2 more blood moons, and then we got this whole survivor category finished. Where's my motorcycle? There it is. Maybe green's not the best color. It just like blends in with the environment. The pine forest, at least. Alright, I killed the desert biome zombies for the challenge. That's good. That was for the biome related challenge. I also need to harvest aloe, craft a sunstroke tonic, use the sunstroke tonic, and then gather these items and craft the desert gear. Okay. I'm not too far away from being able to do that. Did I get all this stuff over here? I thought that was a bag. It's just a cactus. Let's get this oil shale. Okay, that's good enough for that node. Have any aloe around here that's easy to get? There's one. Yeah, it's got to be because of this biome. The penalty for this biome just makes me move slow. Stay close to my motorcycle so I can get around. Alright, we got the aloe leaves. Let's get out of here for a bit. Let the timer reset. Sloppy. There we go. Let me see about the sunstroke tonic. What do I need to make this? Oh, I need some mushrooms and some water. Okay, so once we get back home, we can make this. I got everything I need to make that. So I just need to make that and use it, and then craft this desert gear, and then we're good for the desert. So we're getting close to that. But for right now, what I want to do is continue trying to find oil shale. So we'll ride westwards a bit inside of the desert so we can see better if there's any oil shale down here. That's what we're going to try to do. I think I need some nitrates too for one of my challenges, so I can go ahead and do that while we're at it. This thing's a gas hog. Hey, we got it. Completed another challenge. Got nitrate powder. I also finished farming aloe leaves. Cool. What do we still need to harvest? Sand, lead, and precious elements. Okay. We still need to farm coffee beans. Healing stuff, yeah, that's going to take a while if we even want to do that. Okay. Onward for Oil shale. Oil shale is the name of the game right now. Alright, you know what? I'm going to make an executive decision. We are going to go back home. Or are we? No, I really need some more oil shale before I go back home. It's a long drive back there. Come back without a whole bunch of oil shale. That's lead. I don't need lead. Not really, anyway. Make sure I didn't pass any up. Ah, there's one over there. Let's go get it. The Plague Spitter zombies and also the Frost Claw zombies, I believe, are going to be changed in an upcoming patch because these are a fairly recent additions, and a lot of the player community doesn't like them because they just don't look zombie-ish enough. They look more like in the case of the Plague Spitter zombie, it looks more like a Egyptian mummy. And the Frost Claw looks more like, you know, an abominable snowman or something. So a lot of the community has been has kind of rejected those, and the devs have decided to reskin them so that they look more like more traditional zombies. So I think in an upcoming patch, those will get changed. That's good enough for now. Let's get out of here. We're taking damage because of the sun. Gotta get out of here. Alright, now we're safe. Have I identified any more? There's one over here. Let's wait for the timer to reset, and then we'll go over that way. Gotta eat while I'm here. The devs have announced a patch for sometime in December, I believe. As I'm filming this, it's about middle of November. So we might be playing when the new patch comes out. With the game by then. The way this game works is when a patch comes out, you can just go and play the game and it'll just automatically update things. You don't have to like start over or anything. At least that's how it's been in the past. So hopefully, if the patch does come out while we're still playing the game, we can just continue to play. Change things too dramatically for us. But we'll see where we're at by then. Alright, let's go for this other oil shale over here. Gotta spend gas to get gas. That's how it goes. I could use the pickaxe, but this is so much faster as long as we have gas for it. So every 2,000 that I collect, I can make a stack of 5,000 gas. So that's what we're aiming for. I've already got enough for one stack. I have like 700 back home. So if I can get up to like 3,400 before I go back, then I'll be able to make 2 stacks of gas. Hard to find, so we'll take full advantage of it. Get to 1 minute on the timer. I will back out. Alright, I better get out of here. So I gotta dig my way out now because I dug too greedily and too deep. If you get that reference, you're cool. Alright, let's get out of here. I got a good bit of it there. A good bit of oil shale. I feel like we can probably head back. Let me hit this coal while I'm at it. Not that we're short on coal, but it's right here and convenient. Might as well grab some. That's good enough. Okay, I feel good about the oil shale that I got. And got a fair bit of other things along the way. So let's put our home back on the quick waypoint. Let's get up there and we'll grab the chemistry station that we crafted. And then we're going to head over to the burnt forest and we're going to post up there for the night and get ready to do a tier 5 over there tomorrow. There's one more tier 5 that I know of over there, and we're going to do that one tomorrow. And then after that we're going to have to do some more exploring because that's the only one we know of that we haven't done. And we still have a lot of the burnt forest that we have not mapped out yet. So I suspect there's probably a couple more tier 5s hiding over there somewhere. We're going to see if we can find out where they are. Just imagine how long this would take if we had to do it on the bicycle. Military base, watch out for landmines. Don't get too close. Alright, that was a pretty good mining trip. We got a lot of mining done. Got some farming to do here. Let's go drop some things off real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the oil shale with me because I have this chemistry station. So once we get to the burnt forest, our safe house over there, we can set up this chemistry station, and then we can make the gas over there. I want to get over there before the night is out if I can. Alright. Yeah, farm. I gotta get some things off the motorcycle here, and then I should do a farming real quick before we go. Those I'm gonna wear. Let's get this stuff off of here. I don't know why, but for some reason, like, it seems like I'm moving really slow right now. Yeah, weird. I know why it is. It's because I'm not wearing my normal outfit. This normal outfit gives me movement bonuses. I mean, I'm still moving kind of slow, but not nearly as slow. Alright, so that was mining. That was my mining stuff that I want to put over here. And we're going to keep these in the mining box, just because they're good to have if you go mining, if you happen to run out of gas. My auger needs repairs. I'll still take the auger and the chainsaw and the impact wrench with me on a daily basis, just in case, you know, I'm out somewhere and I see something that needs to be mined or sawed. I wonder if... Oh, I'm not going to worry about it right now. Why are these in here? Those don't need to be in there. Neither does that. That was a mistake from a long time ago. Do I have a better commando helmet? I do. Do I have a better ranger hat? I do. Okay, I can sell both of those when the time comes. Okay, I think I'm about as ready as I'm going to get. I got plenty of ammunition. Oh yeah, I was going to farm this stuff real quick. Let's do that before we go. Give me that coffee achievement. There it is. Alright, challenge, I mean. I got an idea. Before it closes, I should be able to collect a reward for finishing that quest here over here real quick before this place closes.
Listen, you wipe that smirk off your face. Doing one job doesn't make us pals.
Armored up is
Got
good.
it.
These are for armor crafting, and that's a skill that's been lagging behind for me. Alright. Making progress on all of our challenges there. Alright, let me put on my proper equipment. We'll go home and we'll drop off all this farming related stuff. And then we'll head over to our burnt forest safe house. Those can go in there. This is all cooking stuff. Not that. Should go down there. You know, I can take a couple stacks of these over there just to have over there, just in case. Maybe I shouldn't. Because once we've completed all the Tier 5 POIs within the burnt forest, then we're going to have to relocate our safe house to the desert, and I don't want to have like a ton of stuff over there that's going to need to be relocated. So I probably don't want to take anything over there that we don't really need. Okay, we're going to go over there, but before we do, we should try to look at a little bit of territory that we haven't seen yet. Let's enter the burnt forest up this way. Successful desert trip. We got tons of oil shale and several other good things too. Good mining trip. Now we're ready to relocate over here for the next few days. There's the mining POI. Finally conquered. So our next Horde night is on day 63. So that means we want to come back and take a look at our Horde base on day 62, just to make sure everything's ship shape, which I'm pretty sure it is, but it's just a nice safety buffer to get there a day early, take a good close look at everything, just in case something unexpected happened that you didn't catch before. Alright, we're going to go up this way. And then, let's just follow this border and see where it goes. Let me put my house on the quick waypoint so I can find it easily, but for right now, let's follow this border up. We don't want to go into the wasteland. It's kind of hard to differentiate between the two. They look almost the same. It's very hard to differentiate between the two. They look almost the same. But if we can map this border out, that will give us a better indication of where the one biome stops and the other begins. This is a tier 0. Always remember that every POI connects to a road somewhere. Every substantial POI. You might find tier 0s that don't, but... That's a 0. We don't want to fight you right now. We got bigger fish to fry. Whoa. It's treacherous terrain up here. Oh, come on. So if you see those burned things on the ground, you're in the burned forest. But if you don't, then you're in the wasteland. Who put this mountain here, man? Big old mountain in my way. Oh man, I pushed the wrong button. Put a skill point in something I didn't need. What a mess. There we go. What did I put a skill point in? Perception. Yeah, that was a total waste. That's something we did not need. Oh. Check up here for a POI real quick. It's a 0. Dope. Continue skirting this boundary here. My bike's gonna need some repairs soon. Beating the heck out of it over here. You see some like green stuff on the ground in the wasteland, and you see the red stuff on the ground in the burnt forest. Other than that, they're pretty hard to distinguish. This is a Tier 3. Tier 3 castle. Wrong button. Mountain. There's always another mountain to climb. Ouch. Damage there. Ooh, what have we found down here? This might be something. Oh, that one's already on the map. It's a Tier 4. Okay. This one. That's a 0. We got a bit of time. Let's continue skirting this boundary. Oh, for crying out loud. Lots of mountains around here. Oh, come on, get me out of here. Motorcycle does not handle very well in the mountains, that's for sure. Dire wolf down there. Or actually, that's a dire bear. I better not go down there. Yeah, you see things like that in the wasteland. Dire creatures. The wasteland's definitely over our head at this point, but we'll get to it sooner or later. This is the Tier 4 logging POI, I believe. It's a Tier 3, actually. Okay. Tier 3 industrial. Okay. We found the water. So let's follow this water down. Here's something over here. Military base. It is a tier 4. Gotta keep moving. Zombies chasing us. Just keep trying to find this boundary until we get down level with our base, and then we'll cut across. Map out as much of this as we can before then. Just finding out where the edges are is a good start. It's kind of like building a puzzle. It's always best to build the edges of the puzzle first before you fill in the middle parts. Just makes it easier. We still have a long way to go to map this whole thing out. We're not going to be able to do it all tonight. Just about ready to cut across. Get to like the middle of this city and then we'll cut across. Alright, that's good enough. Let's head back over here to our safe house. This apartment building is going to be our next tier 5 that we're going to do. That's going to be tomorrow, hopefully. Everything goes according to plan. Here we are, home sweet home. Anybody else want some? Okay. I'm hungry. Next, let's take our bicycle out and drop it on. That's not what I had in mind. Put that on the ground. Alright, next I want to come in here and set up our think you're doing? Lots of zombies in this area, that's for sure. That's what happens when you build your safe house right in the middle of the town. Alright. We want to put a chemistry station in here. Where's a good place for it? I think right here's a good place for it. That'll work. Now I can make stacks of gas cans ×2, but I need some coal to do it. Do I not have any coal? I must have dropped all my coal back home like an idiot. I can use wood to get it going, but I'm going to need more than that. Alright, let's go find some wood. Should be enough. Chainsaw's not as effective against a wild boar as you would think it would be. Okay. Now let's I thought I heard another one of you. All right. Man, they're all over the place. Anybody else want some? There's more. Oh, wait, there's more. Chicken run. Don't eat my deer. How dare you? They just won't leave me alone. Tons of zombies around here. Okay, maybe now I can get more fuel into this thing. That should do it. Alright, so that's going to pump out plenty more gas. Let me drop a few things in my chests over here. Things that we won't need on our POI run. I probably don't need all of this ammo. It might be a little overkill. Let's take a full stack of 44 AP. Let's take 2 stacks of AP 762. Let's take 2 stacks of AP 9mm. 1 stack of high power 44. 2 stacks of high power 7.62 and 2 stacks of high power 9mm. That should cover it. And, whoops. Okay, that's fine. Alright, we're going to call it there. We'll get started tomorrow, and we'll probably go for that Tier 5 POI. So, as usual, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you learned something about the game or were entertained, please click the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Leave a comment. Tell me what you thought about it. I will catch you in the next one.